Please like and subscribe to channel if you enjoyed the video. Turned a corner in the last week. I think. I am 7 months post-divorce and 9 months post-D-Day. Was married for 7 years, together for 8. You can view my post history for more deets if you want. I'm not sure if it's just the amount of time passed, my recent use of an IMDR therapy app, Mind Reset, and slash, or the fact that I finally sent my ex-in-laws a rather explicit letter detailing and proving their daughter's treachery. They were unaware of her exploits to my knowledge, but I finally started to feel a particular weight lift off of my shoulders. Now, the bad feelings and bad days are nowhere near as intense as they were for the entire time preceding this apparent breakthrough. I've been wrestling with the non-linearity of grief and sense of loss that whole time. It would just come and go on its own schedule. While I'm still able to recall and remember everything that happened, I don't know, it just doesn't bother me as much anymore. It doesn't carry the same sting that it did for so many months. I'm just hoping that whatever is going on right now sticks. I've had a wonderful girlfriend since about a month after the divorce was final, and we're still together. On our 7th month together now. But even having someone that quick didn't just erase the pain, though it did make it easier to deal with because at least I haven't been alone. At the same time, the responsibilities of a relationship often felt overwhelming when coupled with the fact that I was still fighting like AITA every day for my healing. I decided to compartmentalize those two halves of myself, which wasn't always easy. I suppose in that way, the compartmentalization, I was like a cheater who also compartmentalizes. I was just determined not to put my problems on my girlfriend's plate. Many days it was very hard, but I successfully did it. I now feel that I can be more consistently present for her and look forward more than looking backwards. This is the time I've been waiting for. I just really hope it sticks. I still have some first anniversaries coming up, and I have been concerned about what, if anything, might be triggered in my soul when those times come. Because it's the first time to hit those markers since everything that happened. I don't really know what to expect. I'm really hoping that the IMDR heads off any potential trauma triggers. Some dates that come to mind are 11/30, 12/1, 12/2, 12/5, 12/25, 12/27, and 1/1. They are seared into my mind. I pulled through my first wedding anniversary since the divorce just fine, I think. But that's not the same as those other dates aforementioned. I don't know that this is a rant per se, I guess I'm just sharing where I'm right now. Perhaps it can be useful for someone who isn't as far along as I am, and perhaps someone who is further along can say something helpful to me. I don't know what to expect from posting this exactly, just kind of a free thought exercise if nothing else. Edit. I want to say to those of you walking the same road behind me, when people tell you to move on and all, just know that you can't just force yourself to feel a certain way. I know that's what it feels like when a lot of these people say this, that they're pressuring you to force yourself to feel a certain way. It's infuriating, in my opinion. It's as if those people have no idea what you're going through. Or if they ever did, they are so far removed from it that they simply forgot what it's like. Just know you can't force your feelings, so don't put that pressure on yourself. However, what you can do is set yourself up for success so that you will be able to feel well sooner. Counseling is huge for this. Maintaining boundaries, such as NC, is huge. Despite your feelings, you have to allow the logical side of your brain to be an advocate for yourself and your healing. Your logic and your heart will be fighting one another until one day they align. Acknowledge your feelings, but do not make decisions based upon them. Yes, easier said than done, but it's what you have to do. That's what fighting for your healing looks like. I pictured myself as two people in a war scenario. One guy just got hit by an IED and is missing limbs, barely breathing, and bleeding all over the place. The other guy is dragging him to safety. He is not leaving the other man behind to die. It's a slow drag, but he's moving nonetheless. He has to get his buddy to the medic. Then to the field hospital he will eventually go. Then to Walter Reed Medical Center. The guy dragging the injured guy is the logical side of your brain. Yes, he has a task that isn't easy, but he must be strong so that his buddy is afforded the chance to heal. And the injured guy is your soul, desperately clinging on to life. Perhaps even telling the one dragging him to leave him behind or put him out of his misery. Fighting against his own best interest. But one day, they meet again when the injured man is healed. He still bears the scars and memories of the incident, but he can function now. Everything finally comes full circle and he thanks the man who saved his life. I am glad to hear things are still getting better for you. I like your analogy of the two soldiers. Progress is slow and painful at first. All of us process things differently, but there are some commonalities that stand out. Good luck in getting through the next few months and avoiding the triggers you are concerned about. I am glad to hear things are still getting better for you. I like your analogy of the two soldiers. Progress is slow and painful at first. All of us process things differently, but there are some commonalities that stand out. Good luck in getting through the next few months and avoiding the triggers you are concerned about. Thanks. I'm not entirely sure that IMDR was the catalyst or not. Like I said, a lot of things going on at once, so I have no idea what to attribute to what. But it isn't seeming to hurt, so I'm going to do all 10 sessions. One thing I noticed is that after doing IMDR, I have had weird dreams about my ex. I didn't really like that portion of it. However, I suppose it makes sense as dreams come from the subconscious and IMDR is trying to manipulate the subconscious into not being an $8 hole. Thanks for sharing this. For me, it's been 2.5 months since I moved away. Over a month since the divorce became official. It's been at least 6 or 7 months since I knew something was up with my ex-wife and her AP. I truly agree with your sentiments about other people saying just move on. I had a couple of friends in town over the weekend who kept pressuring me to chat up women and insisted that I just needed to hook up with somebody to really get over my divorce. While I certainly miss and crave intimacy with someone, especially since it feels like it's been withheld from me for so long, I just am not ready for it. The amount of anxiety I felt from thinking about it is proof enough. I still have those thoughts about her. I still find myself remembering everything that happened and feeling that sick feeling in my gut and my heart. It is hard. It still hurts. I am still healing. I am in therapy. I am working out and lifting heavy weights and improving my diet to gain more muscle. I moved into my own apartment and really love it, and I'm bringing my new adopted dog home on Sunday. Soon I will just be spending my time and energy on bettering myself and being the best dog dad I can be. I don't need anyone else for the time being until I'm truly healed. Thanks again for sharing. It is encouraging to hear from your perspective how things can and will improve on their own time. What were the results, if any, of the letter you sent recently? I've seen the various discussions around this and other parts of your experience. I just want you to know that I admire you greatly for how you have handled the fallout of her treachery. I've not experienced such a thing, thank heavens. Just the thought of it makes me feel physically sick, however. The betrayal by the one person apart from yourself you are meant to trust with your life is, in my view, one of the worst things someone can do. I'm glad you have a lovely new GF and are healing. Go in peace, brother. In terms of a response from the recipients, nothing yet. And perhaps there will be no response. It got to their mailbox not even an entire week ago, so I don't know if they've even checked the mailbox. Perhaps they have, I don't know. If they listen to the audio files, I'll know because the play count for each sound file would increase, and I have seen no such indication yet. But I'm also not invested in a particular response, or any response at all for that matter, because I don't have control over that. Would it be nice to receive some acknowledgement? Sure, but I can't control that, so I will not allow myself to be affected by a response or lack thereof. In terms of result for me personally, yeah, I think I feel better just knowing that I have divulged the truth to them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe to the channel.